What's up? What's up? It's your girl Mickey Truth, aka Mickey Facts, and I am back with another video. As y'all can tell, I am feeling better. However, I still got a little sinus infection, and my throat is a little sore. But as y'all can hear, I'm definitely getting back to the same old Mickey. Sometimes I wish I had a singing voice. Anyway, let me stay focused. So, as I told y'all yesterday on live, the alleged murderer of Snooty Wild did have a court appearance today. I did go on the Zoom call because for some reason they do not have the visual of it. They only have audio. I sat there for 2 hours just for them to say that they had to reschedule. So what they did do is reschedule it for the 19th. So I'll definitely keep you posted on that. And that have been a new document released in this case. So what I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna play a video and then we're gonna get into it. Y'all already know what it do over here on the Truth Team platform. But before we do that, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and here we go.
Ditch behind me, and we have one adult male that's been shot in the neck, and he's at the hospital right now. He's in critical condition, so prayers for him. We believe the shooting probably happened just right at 2 a.m. My name is Lieutenant R. Wilkins, Willkens. So what we do have right now, we got some excellent video from an individual that lives over here. He saw his video was, I guess, for somehow alerted him. He looked over a fence over here where he lives at and observed our suspect vehicle and 3 other individuals, 2 black males and 1 black female. And like I said, this is all great video. They were around this vehicle that was in the ditch. We heard 1 shot go off, and then the car left. The car did come back a little bit later and then left again. We actually have a vehicle that matches that description around the corner here. Our officers are sitting on. We're waiting for investigators to get here and try to talk to some folks and figure out exactly what occurred. Like I said, we don't know exactly what the shooting was, what occurred or why it occurred.
So before we begin, like always, gotta say long live Snooty Wild. I've spoken on what I felt based on the information that's provided to the public. I definitely feel like he was possibly set up by his alleged girlfriend. However, that's just my theory. It's for entertainment purposes only. I am not law enforcement, so we're definitely going to check out exactly what happens according to the evidence that they provide. Now, before we get into the paperwork, I do have another snippet of a video I want to play, so here we go.
HPD has arrested this man, 22-year-old Ivory Duke Williams, who they say is responsible for the rapper's death. KPRC2's Bill Baraja spoke with the sisters of LaPreston Porter III, also known as Snooty Wild. He's live downtown with those details. Bill.
Well, the family of LaPreston Porter says they wish it hadn't taken so long to make an arrest in this case, but they do believe HPD's got the right guy. Their focus now is making sure he stays right here behind bars at the Harris County Jail. LaPreston Porter III, also known to fans as Snooty Wild, was well established in the Memphis rap game. What his sisters Unique Hearns and Daphne Isom say some might not know is that he was a family man, a son, father, and brother.
He was a light, he was very loving, very supportive. I feel like there was nothing that I couldn't call on him for.
Porter was shot in South Houston on February 25th. He was rushed to the hospital, but later died. Investigators say a woman on scene claimed several people, including Porter, had stopped to help her after her vehicle got stuck in a ditch. She alleges that at some point Porter walked up and pointed a gun at her. She told police she ran off, but heard gunshots a short time later. Porter's family members say they don't buy that story.
It's absolutely not the case. My brother was actually called. He was called to come and assist the young lady with her situation, and was unaware that family members of hers had been contacted or called to actually be at the location when he arrived.
Ivory Williams.
Police have since arrested Ivory Williams. He has been charged with murder.
In terms of why Ivory would want to kill him, hopefully that's something that he's willing to, share during the procedure. But most importantly, what we want, the arrest is the first step, but the most important step is the justice.
And during a probable cause court appearance earlier today, a judge said that Williams claimed Porter had a gun and pointed it at his cousin. The judge went on to say investigators never found a gun on or near Porter. Now, we did look up Williams' past criminal history and found he had been arrested in the past several times. It was actually on probation at the time of the shooting for assault on a peace officer and assault on a family member. Again, he is being held here.
So, as we already know, Ivory Duke Williams did get a $250,000 bond for the murder and then an additional $5,000 bond for the drug possession. At this time, he is still currently in Harris County Jail. I do show now that he does have a public defender who is on record. Also, the new forms that they added in here are, let's see here, is one called the case scheduling procedures. And from what I'm reading on that form, it basically states like this is the outline as far as when you can expect to come to court. His particular felony is deemed a complex felony. So under the complex felony, it's basically saying that it's going to take some time for them to actually go to trial. His first couple of appearances, he technically do not have to be present. However, the last two appearances, he does have to be present per this document. And you guys can read it in full if you would like. A couple things that it covers on here. It covers like they may particularly they're anticipating possibly providing a plea, so he may plead out. It doesn't go into detail whether or not how strong that chance is. Personally, just in my opinion, you know, based on the information I know, I don't see why they would plead out with the evidence. However, as I've learned with the takeoff case, they are backlogged, so it could just be just to get the case closed, being that it's a couple months shy of actually being a 1 year old case. So it'll definitely be interesting to see that. Another form that went out added additional names to the bond condition. So of course you already know I'm not going to put that in the video. However, it is public record. Let me just take a look and see what new names are added. It's a couple names that we have already saw on there as far as on the search warrants, but give me 1 minute here. I just want to keep recording. I don't know why I don't already have it up, but yeah, you know, we're still gonna go ahead and click through it here. So it's a couple people that they have added. They have added the fiance of Snooty Wild. They have also added the ex-girlfriend of Ivory Williams, who, if y'all remember on the live, I went over some cases that he had assault on a family member, and that person is actually on this list now that he cannot have contact with, which is listed under the prosecution's witnesses, complainants, and or victims. It's a couple new names on here that I'm not familiar with as far as with the case itself from my research, so I'm not going to say their names. But I do not see any co-actors listed at this time. Even the cousin that is listed in the search warrants is still listed under the prosecution. It does not have her listed as a co-actor. So, interesting to see how this all plays out. So, definitely I'm going to close out for now. This is just an update on the new paperwork and the hearing that happened today. But it will take place on the 19th, and I would definitely be front and center on Zoom listening to everything that happens and bring it to you guys. All right, so for now I'm gonna close out. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Oh, I feel so good to feel good. Okay. All right, y'all, peace.